Hola! Welcome to my hike. I'm glad you could join me. This is our first show back for the second season of Hiking with Kevin. And I thought I lost you. Don't ever wander off like that again. I was terrified. Today we're in Bronson Canyon in Hollywood. And I gotta tell you, it is a little toasty out here today. Very hot. All the signs say that the fire conditions are very severe. So no smoking and no grilling. No hibachis, no George Foreman grills. Okay. This canyon is interesting because this is where the Batman cave supposedly is. And I've always wanted to see it. And it's from the series in the 60s starring Adam West and Burt Ward. So hopefully we'll be able to find that. And we're also situated at the base of the Hollywood sign here. So it doesn't get any more Batman-y or Hollywoody than this. So grab a candy bar, get your hiking shoes on, sit back and relax. We're going for a hike to the Batcave, Robin. I'm not kidding. Today is very toasty. I don't know how people got along without air conditioning back in the 20s or 30s or whenever they didn't have air conditioning, but this is brutal. I hope my guest survives. I'm sure he will. I've seen him in films where he's survived in some pretty crazy conditions, like on some island or something. He's got a new film coming out soon. It's called The House with a Clock on Its Walls. You know him from his other films, High Fidelity, Nacho Libre, Shallow Hal, School of Rock, Jumanji, King Kong. The list is endless. He's so talented, he's so funny. You also know him from Tenacious D. That's right, today we're hiking with Jack Black. Man, thank you for doing this hike with me, man. I'm such a huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
So excited.
Feelings mutual, that's why I said yes.
And I'm very excited for another reason. For years I've heard about the Batman cave.
Oh yeah.
Here in Bronson Canyon, the Hollywood Hills. And I've never found it, I never looked for it. And today, I think that should be our goal.
Well, first things first, I think you should start calling it the Batcave. Because when you call it the Batman Cave, it sounds like a rookie.
Did I say Batman Cave?
Yeah. For years, you've heard about the Batman Caves. It's the Batcave. Now we're talking.
Okay.
That's how you want to do it. I hope that.
Excuse me.
What's
I
up?
don't mean to interrupt. Are you Jack Black?
Yeah.
Oh man, man, just shake your hand. My father's his favorite movie, Nacho Libre. Do you mind? I'm sorry to take up your time.
That's all right. How you doing?
I love you. I don't apologize.
This happens all the time with Jack.
Hurry up.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway, that was a fun interview with Jack.
I really appreciate it.
We learned a lot.
Kevin, wait up!
Come on, buddy. No time for fans on this hike. No time for fans.
I should have told you I'm very famous and I have to stop for fans occasionally.
What do most people recognize you from? Is it the latest movie? Or
It's School of Rock.
That's where I know you from.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
That's my main go-to.
Yeah.
And Nacho Libre, I got a lot of nacho. But lately, the Jumanji.
How often do you turn down films?
I don't know. I get a fair amount of offers. I turn down more than I do.
Yeah.
I don't really want to act.
Sorry, super quick photo, dude.
Sure.
How are you?
Good. I'm famous.
I know, I wish I was like...
This is not going to work well with Jack.
Thank you.
I gotta find someone who's not quite as popular,
All right.
but still popular,
Peace, brother.
where I could do the thing.
Kevin,
So
wait
when
up.
you did Nacho Libre, oh, I'm sorry.
It's amazing. The amount of people that recognize.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm working like a 90% recognition rate.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Jack, I'll see you later.
It's
Kevin,
so
wait up.
That's all right.
cute.
I gotta do an interview.
I mean, it's just crazy. What is the price of fame? I mean, is it worth it really?
You know, you hear a lot of famous people complaining about the lack of privacy, but in their heart of hearts, that's what they've always wanted, was
Yeah.
a lack of privacy.
A lack of it.
They don't want it. They don't want that privacy.
Right.
They want to be recognized. They want to feel important.
Yeah.
And I have the same disease. I like being the center of attention.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm starting to get out of breath. That's the problem with this idea for this show, is that you get a lot of this wheezing, right? I'm beginning to wonder if we're ever going to even make it to the Bat Caves.
Tenacious D, man, how long have you guys been together?
We've been working it for many years, like 94.
Yeah.
Was when we first started playing gigs.
Because I remember the first time I heard of you guys, I was doing Largo on Fairfax, that club,
Yeah.
comedy club.
Yes.
And you guys were playing there, and everybody was talking about Tenacious D. I said, "Who is this Tenacious D guy?"
Yeah.
And it's you and Kyle Glass.
Kyle Gass.
Kyle Gass, I mean.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I looked him up, and some people say it's Kyle Gass.
Yeah.
Some say it's Kyle Glass.
Well, because they can't believe that someone would be named Gas. Okay, now we got a double whammy, because you're already a foot taller than me, but now you're on the upside of the hill.
Let's move over here.
Am I even in frame?
But you're not worried about your size, are you? You're not.
No.
Because you're
I
not
embrace
short.
it.
I'm
I
just
embrace
tall.
it. I have the opposite of a Napoleon complex. What's that called?
What's Napoleon spelled backwards?
Nealon.
You're the kind of guy who cleans up nice. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's true.
Oh no, it's documented.
Really?
Yeah. Because you typically are like this.
Yes,
The beard.
I
Your hair's
think
a
this
little
is
short
my
now.
best look.
This is what people know you as. When you come out in a movie like, say, is it Shallow Hal, where you're all clean shaven?
Shallow
School
Hal,
Rock a little bit?
The Holiday.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, you're like a different person.
Yeah, but I still look like a pudgy Matt Damon. It's like not as good as the actual good looking.
But no,
I think that's why I like to go the other way. Go with the shaggy dog to disguise
yeah,
the not as good as Matt Damon qualities that I have.
yeah. Do you know how you're described in IMDb?
No, what do they say?
They say, emphasis on eyebrows and eyes.
Oh, I think that's true. I do spend a lot of time in the mirror working the eyebrows.
Yeah. Look at that. Man. You know exactly what you're doing with the eyebrows.
Well, I feel like if I'm not working those brows and working those eyes, that people aren't paying attention to me.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that's insecurity, or maybe it's just my superpower. I'm not sure.
They also said that you are known for playing slackers and I think schlubby guys.
Yep. Schlubby, slacker. You know what they're missing though?
What?
Outsiders. I like to play
You play the
people
outside.
that don't fit in to society. That's my actual.
Do you feel that way in real life?
Yes.
But you like that.
Well, because I would have been fucked if I didn't get a career in the industry.
You would have been in
putting on
trouble.
shows. Because I couldn't get like a real job.
You would have been in a van with Kyle Gass for the rest of your life.
Me and Kyle Glass would have been just like busking down. I mean, hey, that's not bad. You can make a living busking for dollars down on Venice Beach.
Which of these is true? Multiple choice.
Okay.
You had something removed from your body. A, prostate. B, gallbladder. C, appendix. D, a grapefruit the size of a tumor.
The answer is B, gallbladder.
You're right. You are correct.
And dude, it was no regular gallbladder removal. My gallbladder was hiding behind the liver. And my gallbladder was all like diseased and infected and pussy and bubbly.
Well, how did you know that it had to come out? What were the stones feeling like? Was it like a kidney stone?
It fucking hurt so bad. I was doubled over in pain. I went to the hospital, the emergency room, in the middle of the night. It was like 2 a.m. Like, and they gave me morphine, and I was still like, no, it still hurts. And he goes in there and takes out the most disgustingly infected gallbladder ever seen by human beings.
You have it in your man cave?
I keep that in a little jar in the man cave.
Which one is true? Multiple choice.
Yeah.
Your parents are both rocket scientists. B, your parents are both serving a life sentence in prison for conspiracy. C, your parents created the 1980s cop show Cagney and Lacey.
It is A. My parents were both aerospace engineers, which I think qualifies as rocket science.
Yes, you're
You know,
correct.
technically, yeah, thank you.
Again, you are correct.
How do I do it?
I don't know. Come on, this is your dream, isn't it? We're sitting under the Hollywood sign. How great is this?
It would be slightly greater if we could see it a little better. I mean, I can see the tip of the D.
Yeah.
Hey, the tip of the D. Huh?
Are you a good dad? Somebody told me that you spent a lot of time at Disneyland. Is that true?
Does that make me a good dad?
I don't know.
If that's all the qualifications I need, then I might be the best dad. Because we do hit Disneyland quite a bit.
You have a season's pass?
No, we don't have the season pass, but I do pull the strings and I get the VIP treatment.
Oh, you get the tour.
Yeah,
the tour
and
guide.
people hate you.
No, you got to remind your kids that typically you have to wait in lines
I
for
know.
things. Patience is the most important thing, I think, for a child, and
Well,
they
that's
don't know
the thing that defines adulthood, right? It's patience, it's delayed gratification.
it. Yeah.
I still have some problems in that area, actually.
Because you like things to happen.
I am still a child in many impatient ways.
But if you weren't a child, you wouldn't be Jack Black. Because that's your persona, isn't it? On stage a lot, kind of. It's like a party guy, kind of have fun. You know, let's get this. Let's start raging. Let's have fun. Rock and roll, baby.
There is a little Peter Pan in my secret sauce. That sounded gross.
I'm telling you, I think the Batcave is down at the bottom.
Yeah, well,
Let's head back down and just kind of look at every branch.
you know, maybe we should ask someone, because this is definitely further than I remember it being.
Do you think if you asked Batman where the Batcave was, he would tell you?
He's like the last person that would tell you. And he wouldn't even let you hear his real voice. He would disguise it. I think it's over there towards Santa Monica.
If you were a superhero, wouldn't you want to tell somebody you were that superhero? Like Spider-Man did?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it was me, you know me, I want to be the center of attention.
Wouldn't you just let a little of the costume show a little bit from under your clothes? So you got this movie coming up now called A Clock in the Walls? Is that what it's called?
Dude,
The Clock in the Wall?
the name of the movie is it's Achilles' heel. I keep on trying to tell him, guys, can we just change it to The Clock or something?
Or the Wall.
It can't be the house with a clock in its walls. No one ever gets it right, including me.
Yeah.
And I've said it like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It's the house with a clock in its walls. Which, you know, to be fair, they got to keep it consistent with the original source material. It's a book from the 70s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. People are always asking, is Jack Black going to make a sequel to School of Rock? Or, you know, any of those films? Have you heard anything in the works?
no.
Is your dad a big fan of yours? Does he love your work?
Yeah, he's always been super supportive. He wasn't one of those parents that was like, "Don't you dare go into that stupid profession for losers." He wasn't one of those. He was always real glad that I was doing something I loved, and he would come to my plays at school, and he would come to every performance. He was one of those.
Were you like in a lot of High School Musical stuff?
Yeah,
So you were that guy.
I was that guy.
Wow, because you
No,
don't really
no,
seem like that kind of guy.
That was my identity. I know I don't have that theater nerd ambiance is what I think you're saying, and I guess I appreciate that.
Are you excited about the Queen movie coming out?
Yes.
Me too.
Love Queen, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he's really channeling him.
He kind of influenced you guys a little bit, right?
Queen?
Yeah.
Of course. Dude, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, let her go.
Magnifico.
Oh,
I'm just a poor boy,
he's just a poor
loves
boy,
me.
nobody loves him. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Galileo.
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 Galileo Figaro.
Magnifico.
Oh. We did not pass it, did we? But you know where the Batcave is?
No clue. You heard of it though, right? They got the Batman Cave, where they shot the old Batman
Movie?
the TV, show back
series,
in
Adam
the,
West,
in the 60s.
greatest actor ever.
I don't. They're a little older than you.
Yeah,
Wow, how old are you?
we're a little older.
Jack's really old.
I'm starting to think that there is no Batcave.
What's your go-to laxative?
Metamucil.
Metamucil.
Is that a laxative?
I guess it would be.
It's really just fiber. I don't think that's the same
You're
thing.
right. It's not like
I don't really do laxatives is the answer.
coffee is a laxative, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, there you go.
And the cave is right up around that corner there.
You're saying that it's right. That's what you said the last like 15 corners.
I know. We found it, Jack.
Found it.
We found it. The Batcave. There's a bat. Went to the bathroom over there. Who would have thought the Batcave would have porta potties?
Is there one for Robin right next to it?
Hopefully. He gets a smaller one.
Going in.
Careful, man. You don't know what's on the other end. Watch out for the Joker. Actually, this used to be a rock quarry, and it was all excavated. The rocks were excavated to build the streets of Los Angeles. And then Batman saw it, made an offer, and moved in.
This is where he lived. It's pretty rustic.
Yeah, it really is, man. All right, we found it.
We did it.
That's awesome. There you have it, Mr. Black, Mr. Jack Black. I gotta tell you, I was very, very impressed with how personal he was for being an outsider, and also smart. I guess it doesn't hurt to have parents as rocket scientists. But what about all the fan interruptions at the beginning of our hike? That was ridiculous. I mean, I felt invisible. I was so tired of living in Jack's shadow for the whole hike. Kinda glad it's over. But we did find the Batcave. How awesome was that? I was actually a little disappointed. It was more of a bat tunnel than a Batcave. I mean, a Batcave is dark and it's mysterious and it's exciting. You don't know what's going on in there. You know, a bat tunnel is more hopeful. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's that thing. And that's why I invited Jack to go on the hike, because Jack is like a cave. He's kind of mysterious, he's dark, a little dangerous, you don't know what's going on in there. And he's got that Peter Pan in his secret sauce. You don't find that in a tunnel. Make sure you catch Tenacious D's new album. It's dropping soon, as they say. And also go see Jack's new movie, the walls with the house, and there's some clocks in it or something like that. Thanks for joining my hike. I hope you come back. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and we will catch you next time. Happy trails.